Good morning, everybody. My one viewer, say hello. I'm just checking the audio levels and everything. It all looks good to me. Let's adjust this a little bit. Nice. Okay. And we'll hide that. And off we go. So then. I'm actually going to make a video settings change. Just going to reduce it a little bit because we don't need to see all that way, and it does reduce the frame rate. So, yesterday I had completed the front side here of the kind of cladding, or at least given a basic covering. And we had some stuff to do more with it, really. So we just completed this this area here. Oh, I should get rid of these. Let's do that so that we can have a little bit more water while the water is not being stopped by a bunch of random leaves. Cool, cool, cool.
Sorry, I don't know that.
Okay, the machine is on, apparently. So, I don't know why that would happen. So, yes, I need to kind of run along here. Let's do that now. Let's get sand around the base here just to clear that up. I'm gonna check what I've done previously. I think just a B overlay, D1, and we'll use sand. So we're just gonna do a little sand overlay here, and we're just gonna get rid of some of this spare stone. And actually, interesting, it's going to overlay over the water too. Don't want it to overlay too much over the water because I feel like it's not super realistic. I have a lot of sand there because the sand, of course, is very light and would be swept away. So we're just going to play a little bit with the sand here. Cool, cool. Now I'm going to just play it along the bottom here. We'll replace all of this stony area here with some sand. There we go. Take a little bit more TLC for this area at some point, actually, but not right now. So let's keep going out here. I'm actually kind of tempted to make this into to raise this up. Let's do it. I'm feeling the intention. So I'm just going to lift this area here up. We're going to build it into a little make a slightly more interesting shape out of this cliff edge, so it's not just kind of one quite uniform one. Let's see if I can remember how I did this last time. I think it was a blend ball, so I kind of swelled up the top, and then I took a blend ball. It wasn't pixel art. I made some very large 3D sculptures. Yeah, it would be called voxel art, I think. But yes, that would be me. If you're thinking about dragons and such, it's probably been a long time, I would guess, since you've seen me. Maybe I haven't. I've been on a hiatus, or I was on a hiatus for about 4 years. So maybe you've just rediscovered my channel. I'm just going to use a slightly larger brush here. And there we go. Blend that in. Cool, cool. And we can get back to a lift brush here. I'm just going to use a lift brush just to... Whoa, too big. Which video are you thinking of, friend? Some particular one? I know a lot of people mostly saw the dragon video, and that was very popular. Grab a smooth brush. Yeah, I'm just going to use that just to eliminate these holes here. Better, yes, okay. I do want to change that away from sand, however. I know there's a good way of doing it, but instead I'm going to do a lazy way of doing it. So I'm going to do a brush, sphere, stone. Let's do just 3, and we'll do mask, dirt, grass, sand. And this will allow us just to real quickly just to paint over that area there. And let's just do now grass, and we'll do a mask sand, and that will let us just quickly paint over that sand at the top. Cool, cool. And now we can go back to our brush overlay. We will continue painting on the sand here. I'm going to need a smooth brush in there, so we'll do that. Be smooth. Be smooth. Let's just get rid of that little spot, and we'll go back to the overlay brush and take that over. Smooth on there too. Sand doesn't usually form such kind of rough areas. I know this is quite a rough beach that we have going on here. Iceman, wow, yeah, Iceman was that was an ambitious project. It might have been the most ambitious, I think, actually. And boy, what a project, and what a result, huh? It came out great. So I'm going to take a smooth brush on here and just try and take out a few of these rougher edges here. Very popular, great result, great response from the audience on that one as well, which was nice. That was kind of I put off a little bit later because I stopped really getting the same kind of audience response in terms of numbers. And so that kind of put me off a little bit. So it was nice, yeah, back in that one and the dragon one in particular. And my very first video too, also a really great response from the audience. It's just a shame it didn't kind of continue, which the YouTube algorithm can be fickle like that. You can't always rely on it, which is kind of I'm sure I'm not the only YouTuber who's ever said that. I've been kind of irritated by it. Okay, cool. I'm going to try a blend ball on here real quick. See if we can... Whoa, this is interesting. Not really what I had in mind. Okay, it's not working at all. I'm just going to keep smoothing through the sandy spot here. Try and smooth that back out to where it was. Back to a more smooth shape. No, I've never played it actually. Nowadays I don't really have don't really get too much time for my video games so much. So I'm in the UK. I don't know if you can guess that from my voice, but I'm in the UK, so I have work in very not long, not long at all. So I'm doing this. I just do this before work, and then in the afternoon I spend time with my girlfriend. So don't really get too much time for playing my video games. So I don't know. I could probably easily pick up something like Fortnite. I guess I could do that, but I don't really feel like it, to be honest. I don't know if I've grown out of video games a little bit. I think I probably could say that I have a little bit. I mean, even when I was playing Minecraft before, it wasn't really as a video game so much. It's kind of more like a creative tool. Yeah, it's awkward timing for a lot of people this time, actually. Probably why you've never seen a stream before, I would guess. But some people, Australians, obviously, still out and about. Thai, Malaysians, yeah, some Americans staying up. You must be American, right? With if it's 2 AM. We have a problem over here. We need to resolve that. Let me see here. Brush, cylinder, grass. Just gonna fill this out. Some grass. Hello. How are you today, friend? Flaming Water Live. Burning water doesn't tend to be very much alive, but I'm sure you can buck the trend. And I am presently Central Standard Time. Hello, it's okay. Good morning, friend. Central Standard Time. So that is in USA, right? I mean, I can understand if you don't want to tell me where you live, but I mean, the USA is a big country, so you can probably safely tell me that you live in the US. In fact, if I really wanted to, I could probably use the YouTube analytics and find out that you lived in the US. Or is it maybe South America somewhere, Mexico, or I don't know exactly where time zones in the US go. Or the US, I shouldn't say the US, the Americas. Hello everybody, new joiners. I'm still working on this section here. Texas. Yeehaw! No, okay, I'm gonna stop before I offend anybody. So I'm gonna get some trees in here, I think. Actually, this is a problem. Let's kill this guy here, because that's not a very functional tree anymore, is it? Am I gonna do that? Brush sphere there. Oh, and we're gonna do a mask. Wood leaf. Is that gonna work? No, it does not work. So 17 and leaf is 18. If I do mask 17 and 18, yes, easy. Delete unwanted boys here. I'm glad you asked, sir. Let me show you real quick. So this is where I'm starting. I've been building quite a lot of stuff over that way. In fact, I'll show you a little bit of what I've been doing previously. I can't fly too far because I'll break the time lapse. I could show you at the end if you're still interested to see the previous stuff. So over this way is, if it's going to load a little bit slowly, but there's quite a lot of stuff over this way, kind of natural landscapes. And I'd been doing quite a lot of small sections, so like I did kind of this section here in about a week, and I decided I wanted to do something like bigger, something that you could kind of see from one location. So I started building this. It started out as a lake, but as I went along, I decided it might look nicer as kind of a beach or just kind of a bay. So we've got a bit of a bay. And this is kind of going to be the center here. I'm thinking I'm going to build a castle on here. And coming around here is this was going to be the main viewpoint here, so it's supposed to be viewed from this location, and the intention is, for the purposes of making a time lapse and for making a cool structure, to have everything visible from this kind of central region. And so I'm working around in this direction. Hopefully one day technology will allow me to combine all of my time lapses into one big time lapse, and so I'm hoping what can happen is I've actually put a glass block here as kind of a marker, so that perhaps I could be here and just kind of be looking down, see the whole area build up below, and then just kind of pan around and just watch all of this terrain be built up kind of around the camera, and then that'll be it. Oh yeah, sure. No, I mean, Minecraft's a great medium. It's so fun and easy, and it gets kids and, well, adults too, creating things. And I mean, at the end of the day, if you go to a large enough scale, it looks kind of close to real life. Yeah, that's the key thing. If you build big enough, you can do as much detail as you want, really. Not strictly speaking, but good enough. I mean, more detail than you might really need. Anyway, so I've been kind of plinking away doing nothing right now. Oh yes, that was it. I was gonna be working on the jungle here, so I wanted to build the jungle into this area here. So in order to do that, I'm going to take I'll start with my jungle bushes, I think. So I'm going to do B, tree, jungle, bush. This will give me a bush of the jungle variety. In fact, there's the only kind of bush in Minecraft. Hello, ex-Anarchy Lord. That's a bit of a OG Tom Sawyer. Welcome. I'm sure I recognise that name from before. I'm sure you've been following before, haven't you? Oh wait, no, that's not. That is not who just followed. Ah, it was Fruit Loop. Welcome, Fruit Loop. Well, everyone has their own level, and to begin with, you know, it takes a lot of practice. This is not like it's not like I one day just woke up and built this. It's you know, Minecraft's been around for years. It's years of kind of experience and skill. My original stuff is garbage, like really bad. And you know, you build up, and you get better and better and better, and that's kind of the best way to do it, really. Oh, welcome Anarchy Lord too. Hello. Not too much up, to be honest. I'm working on. Let me have a quick show you what I'm working on. I'm doing some Minecraft creative mode. You can probably tell from the title. I'm working on this area here. It's part of this kind of larger build here. I've still got a lot of work to do, as you can see. You can try and make me a deal. I'm not usually the dealing type, to be honest, but we'll see. So we're gonna go with small jungle trees now, if I can find them. Small jungle, that's what it's called. And we're gonna just dot a few of these little boys around. Gonna leave some space for the big jungle boys. But if we don't put the small ones in first, when we have a time lapse, we won't be able to see the small ones whatsoever. So, oh, welcome. We go for a few smaller boys. Actually, my favorite thing, I think, was videos titled Beset by Dragons. I built this kind of gothic airship and 3 smaller dragons that go with it. But it didn't get so many hits, which is unfortunate. I mean, the Iceman's great. I'm not gonna make any bones about it. I know I built it. I know it sounds a bit self-satisfied, egotistical, but it's a great build. Like any which way you look at it, it's awesome. It rocks. But yeah, I think I liked the one with the airship better, actually. Oh, this has been really lucky. I've got all the small jungle trees. Saved me a lot of effort. Hello, King Joel. How are you today, friend? Oh, I'm not going to eat a raw egg. I see what you said now. I missed your post, actually. But no. I mean, I would eat a raw egg anyway, but I'm not going to do it. Like, it's not really what this channel's about. So maybe you can find someone who will do it, but personally, I'm not your man. I mean, I could do it, but it's not really. I don't know if you're catching the vibe of the channel. It's not quite the right vibe. I do see your comments, Joel. Hello. I don't. Yeah, I have a full-time job, you know. I'm pretty well paid. I don't really need your $10, I'm afraid. Not that I want to sniff at your money, but I'm not gonna eat an egg. Sorry. That's basically it. All right, now we're talking. Let me get the eggs. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna eat eggs for money. So I'm gonna go for a few smaller boys at the bottom here. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna eat an egg, guys. Sorry. You will have to find some. I'm sure there are plenty of people on Twitch who will eat your eggs for $40, but I am not your man. So actually, I've just noticed this looks a bit ugly. I don't know why you asked if I could eat a raw egg. Why did you ask me? Go ahead, hit me. Oh gosh. Oh yeah, go for it. Sure, I'm sure the SWAT team's gonna be right around as soon as you find out where I live. That's a bit rude, don't you think? Oh. Some rudeness going on. Okay. Oh gosh. Anyway. I've lost my chat window. There it is. So I am going now to, I think I want to build some more palm trees. These guys look nice, so I'm going to go for a couple of those. I banned the Twitch users because I don't want to talk to them, basically. So we are going to do a few more palm trees. Now, I like the way palm trees look, but there's so much effort, and it's just... Ugh. So I've been doing them just a few at a time, because it's not so much effort, it's just kind of boring building them. They look great, but it's just not really very exciting work. So I'm going to do another one. And bring some over here. And I want to create the idea that this is leaning, so I want the leaves to be more up here and down over here. Good morning, Mr. Nudes. How are you today, friend? And we'll go over here. And down here. And we have an ugly palm tree. I made a mistake somewhere. I don't know what it is, though. Ah, it doesn't look too bad, actually. I think with other trees it'll look fine. Is there no music? Is there no music? Oh, no! Maybe there's been no music since... Let me see here. What's going on? This is weird. Yeah, I would have thought there'd be music. I'm just gonna write in the chat and make sure that we're on the same page. Oh, that's awkward. I didn't realize there was no music. Let me see if that fixed it. For some reason my volume levels aren't working. Not showing me the Oh, there we go. Okay. Yes, you're right. There's no music. Okay, I'm going to resolve this real quick because I think it's kind of a problem. So what's this one? Bam. Oh, there we are. That probably explains some things. It's because I updated Windows like an idiot. I don't know why I did it. I'll tell you why I did it. It was because I had no choice. Windows forced me to update and it broke everything. So there you go. Now we have music. Sorry about that, guys. Thank you for that heads up. I can show you. 21 at the moment, but I am streaming to Twitch. Well, I am streaming, so not necessarily just to Twitch, but so hard to say how much I would be getting otherwise. Maybe 30, 40. I mean, it's a pretty decent PC, so I would expect, yeah, to be getting a few more than that. But I mean, 20 is plenty for streaming with, I think. It's about what you get from a stream anyway, so... if anyone was thinking of buying Alienware PC, I would actually recommend it, surprisingly. Not PC, sorry, a laptop. If you're buying a laptop, yeah, my Alienware laptop's actually performed pretty well for the price. Wasn't too expensive and it just kind of works. I used to play survival mode when the game first came out, but I don't know if I don't really have time nowadays. It's kind of a fair old time commitment, and I feel sad saying it, but I think survival mode is dead, more or less, in my opinion. It's go for a big boy here, actually. Yeah, I think the devs kind of turned survival mode into it's kind of a theme park. Well, it is a theme park. This game was kind of originally more of a sandbox, and now it's basically like a theme park for kids. And I mean, that's fine, but it's not for me. You know, I'm a fully grown adult. I don't really want all these like pets and things. Like it's not very entertaining. Like just kind of superficial elements of the game seem to have taken over a bit. Not to rag on anyone who likes survival mode still, but it was. I mean, it's still good. It's still good for a play, but I mean, it's. Let me rephrase that. They haven't ruined the game. They've just they haven't extended it in a way that is meaningful to me. That's what I should have said. Their focus has been in the wrong direction. That's kind of what I meant. Oh yeah, sure. I'm normally used to having a pretty decent frame rate, to be honest, but it's fine. It's a little bit awkward at times, but you know, I assume for you guys watching the stream, it probably makes no difference. You probably can't tell that it's a slightly lower frame rate. I think it only streams about 24, maybe. But yeah, me too, basically. I'm trying to remember. It was nearly how long ago was it? 6-8 years ago, Alpha was around, I think. I remember being kind of blown away by it. I was just, I thought it was amazing when it first came out. I mean, it is still an amazing game, but it's a bit limited in what you can do with it. And I mean, if I had a really well-established, pre-established survival world, I think that would be more fun. But I guess I made the mistake of kind of not doing that, and instead having just played the same kind of elements of the game over and over again, getting a bit bored. There we go. Another palm tree. That's kind of an ugly palm tree, actually. Maybe we can make it a little bit better. Like that, perhaps. Good enough, I think. Yeah, it goes way back. Okay. You realise there's about 3 people on this channel, right, Sock Puppet? No one is gonna, like, no one cares. This doesn't help you. It doesn't help anybody, really. And that is the end of that. Okay, apparently there is more than one troll in here. Boom. Send nudes. I've promoted you to moderator. If you could assist me real quick, just ban these people. That would be handy. Sorry about that, guys. You know how it is. In the Wild West, that is the internet. How much sand do I need to build a house? So if you click to the right of their name, there should be a couple, like 3 dots, I think, and you can click hide user, but I think I got rid of them all anyway, so you figure it out anyway. Next time there's somebody, maybe you can beat me to it. I don't even, like, what is even the point? I don't see what that achieves. Okay, so we got a couple trees here. I guess we go for one more. I need to do a number more. Yeah, I get it, but I don't get, like, it's like, okay, there's fewer people are on the stream than there are trolling it, so it seems like a bad waste of time. Okay, so actually let's grab some bone meal in here. I'm just going to bone meal the ground here and get some plants in the place. And that's what we're going to do. Bone meal. Whole area. It's surprising how bad the auto moderation tools are actually on YouTube. So I think we're on the highest level of auto moderation, and it still can't catch something like something as obvious as just spamming the same message over and over again, which is a bit weird. All the way up. And through here, and maybe we can get, I think we probably want some more. Bear. Oh gosh. I was really adamant I wanted to figure out the whole game by myself when I first started, and I did get quite a long way, but then they added the Nether. Oh, we have some friends again. Okay. And we lost our friends immediately. That's a shame. Thank you, Nudes. You seem to be on that one, so that's good. So, let's take another big tree here, actually. Because there's definitely not enough going on here. And I think we'll do some more bone meal. And we'll take it the whole way over. Yeah, I should not hum, but this is a lovely track. I love this one. If you hide, that will ban them permanently. If they're just being a bit of an asshat, you can put them in timeout. But I mean, if they're gonna spam racist stuff, you may as well just ban them permanently. But yeah, no, I don't know. That's what I'm wondering. It's like, cool. I mean, it just doesn't really bother me too much. I mean, I'm not. I guess I don't need to tell you this. I'm not black, so I mean, it just makes them look like an asshole. Cool. I'm not gonna bother with any more palm trees right now because I just can't be bothered, basically. So I'm gonna put more jungle on this side, I think. Ooh, maybe the same again. So I'm gonna go for jungle bush. And actually, what I'm gonna do is oh, don't want that. Actually, interesting. Thing that happens with these tools is if you put them into... they actually work with the dual wield, so if you put one of these world edit tools in your offhand and then you use it, you will use both the offhand and on-hand tool, and you can get two different commands to work together, which I think is really interesting that it's robust enough to work that way. Yeah, really cool. Nice. Okay. And let's do the same thing over here. I'm just going to scatter a few of these bushes around. Interesting. Well, I mean, if you're on Twitter, I think I automatically tweet every time that I go live. I'm not 100% on that, but I believe it's true. YouTube can be weird, to be honest. Sometimes it just doesn't work. But every website has that problem sometimes. It's just not working on occasion. It's a property of software, basically. Oh, this is funny. Just a little bit of light here. But yeah, well, I can tell you I stream the same time every day. So every weekday I'm here at this time. And... pardon me. Occasionally in the evening. I haven't really been doing that recently. But that doesn't mean it doesn't happen. The evening for me is in about 10 hours from now. Small jungle, that's what I was looking for here. Small. We're just going to get a few of these boys in. We can. Yes. There we go. Here. Get a few here. I think what I'm going to do is kind of fade out the jungle down to this area here, and we'll have a new biome here. I don't know what it'll be. Perhaps hills, I'm thinking. Imagining kind of small rolling hills, which is something... uh-oh. Smooth terrain. That's tricky. Okay, cool. Well, I think, yeah, every time... I don't tweet anything except for when I go live, I think. I don't know. I don't know how Twitter works, to be honest. I've never really used it. I've tried 3D modeling a little bit, actually, but it's, you know, this is a hobby of mine, really. I could try it, to be honest. Maybe I should actually give it a thought, because I mean I find my current job is a little bit dull. I don't think it's a problem with the office or the actual company that I work for. I think it's just software development is not very exciting work, so yeah, I don't know, maybe that might actually be not a bad idea, but not a bad career option for me. I suppose the problem at the moment is I have no real experience, which means I couldn't get into it very easily. I'd have to kind of practice, and I've tried before, and it's quite hard going. So yeah, I think I probably won't pursue too much on that front. It is 8:44. No, I don't think I said that. 8:15 in the morning. 8:45 in the morning. And I go to work. I need to be at work by 10, so I usually leave home about 9:30. Hello, Mr. Slime. How are you today, friend? Having a number of people in the stream today, actually, both friend and foe. He does seem to be on here a lot, as do you, sir. So I think let's leave it maybe at that with the jungle. I'm gonna actually let's get a few more smaller trees kind of around the place here. I'm doing just fine. Oh, it is a friend. Hello, Caroline. How are you this morning? It's a shame I didn't see you the other day. Uh-oh. Do not stalk Caroline, please. If you really, well, actually, to be fair, I'm assuming nobody cares enough to stalk people, do they? Hello, Cookie. You'll be pleased to hear, Cookie, that you've made it into trending terms on my chat. If I check the trending words on the chat, it is Cookie. Cookie is the most common word in the chat. So there's that. It's funny because my chat, I have a tracker that's supposed to track all of the viewers that I get from all of the different sources. And presently it tells me I have 1 viewer, so I don't know who it wants to be, but the rest of you, I think you got to get out, because the chat app tells me so. Or maybe you're all kind of taking one second each, like just quick pop in and out, or I don't know. Mechanically speaking, I'm not sure how this could work, but yeah, according to the chat, there's only 1. To be fair, I think I'd rather not know how many people are viewing. Is it? It's a little bit stressful. I'm sure. I don't know if anybody's ever streamed before. I thought I'd be fine with it. I thought it'd be, oh, it's fine. I'm just going to stream. But it's stressful to watch people leave the chat a little bit. And I mean, I get it. I've been doing it for a couple months now, so I know it's what happens. But it's funny. Wow. To be honest, I don't know. It could be... I haven't upgraded my internet. My internet's just fine, to be honest. I've got fast internet. I think the main problem is with YouTube, because I want the DVR, that is to allow people to watch it back later. I think that delays it a bit. I don't know. Is it not up? It should be up. I can investigate what's happened with Mixer, but it should be up. Let me have a look. Yes, Mixer looks like it's up. I think I've had... No, I haven't had any messages from there yet, so... Yes, Mixer's definitely up, I can see it. I can see the stream on there. Let me show you, Cookie. Oh, sorry. Oh no, the chat to Mixer is down. I see. Sorry about that. Hello, Mr. Easy. Yeah, it looks like the chat's down. I'll have to investigate that one. I'll make a note real quick. Write that down. Okay. So I will have a look and see if I can figure out why that's disconnected, but I don't want to do that right now. So anyway, here's how we're coming along. I've kind of patched up this section now. I do want to do some more palm trees, but we're really making some quite good progress now. Yeah, I can see the link is down. I've only got 3 of my 5 connections are up. So yeah, I'm not sure exactly what's happening there. I'm going to go for another palm tree, I think. Oh, and okay, again, it's fine. So we're going to go for a... oh, let's do kind of a more realistic one, or maybe not more realistic, but I feel like sometimes palm trees are kind of chunky at the bottom and kind of bend a little bit at the bottom, and then are more straight towards the top. So I'm going to try that. Make it kind of a big chunky chunk. This stream is when I spend time on Minecraft, so it's 1.5 hours a day maybe. up to an hour and a half a day. Plus, I spend about 10 minutes each day probably making. So this makes a time lapse. So I'm making time lapses out of the footage that I collect here, and that takes a few minutes. But that's not really in Minecraft, I suppose. Although that's a big part of why I do Minecraft. I really like the time lapses, and I think they look beautiful. And I'm still holding out hope that YouTube will once again recognize how great Minecraft time lapses are. Perhaps a forlorn hope, but we'll see. Alright. Let's see there. Yes. So just up like this, I think, and that gives us a bit of a palm tree. Yeah, that looks good to me. And we need some leaves. And we'll get some leaves. And some over here. But yes, I agree. Despite what I said earlier about survival mode, I think the breadth of what you can do with Minecraft is great. Like, there's so many options. Between you know, survival, which is pretty well good. Well, it's a pretty nicely fleshed out game. I mean, it's not as nicely fleshed out as some of us might like. It's definitely not bad. And creative is awesome as a as a creative tool. But then the servers have some really cool kind of stuff. I mean, maybe not using Minecraft to its fullest effect, but it doesn't really matter because, you know, you can do what you want. So kind of stuff like Hypixel, for example, is pretty awesome too. I would like to see better modding support. I know we've been talking about it for ages, and that things have got a lot better, but it would be awesome to have like full-on awesome mods. Because I mean, one of the first things I was really excited about with when the original game came out, first of all, they were like talking about multiplayer, and then what was kind of coming up for me at least was, oh, we could do MMORPGs, and this was before you know, even the notion of modding had come into it. I was like, we could do kind of an MMORPG kind of thing, and we sort of have that, but we don't have the, I think we don't have the modding support really to do like super detailed kind of MMORPG. And I think that could be possible when modding more possible. You could create kind of new methods of play that aren't just this core combat of using the bow and arrow and spam clicking. Fair enough. You should go and get some beauty sleep. I'm in bed by 10 o'clock, so you know, I will not begrudge you going to bed at 2:30 or whatever it is. It's 3 o'clock now, is it? Nice. That looks pretty cool, I think. Yes. I suppose the next area is down here, but I think I'll leave that for now. I want to go maybe more upward, and maybe we can get some dark oaks around. I think a band of dark oak could be cool. So let's do that. Bee tree, dark oak. Come on, you can do it. Yes. And we take it the whole way around. So I'm going to do, yeah, kind of like a cluster of dark oak trees kind of running around it. I hope to see you then. Bye-bye. And we'll go through here. Up. Oh, I've just thought the reason some people yesterday were complaining that they were static when I was speaking. I guess the reason they could hear it was because there was no music. Yeah, that makes sense now. Whoops. Damn you, Windows Update. Be a real shame if, you know, Windows actually was used for something useful and that people couldn't do what they were trying to do because of Windows when it updated. This looks cool, actually. This is a nice look for this mountain. Tree boys. I got tree. I don't know if you're still here, Caroline, but that was for you. Cool. And we can put some back in here because we deleted the trees here. And we actually still have some damaged trees left, but it's fine, whatever. We don't need perfect trees. And in here. Build them up just a little bit. Whoops, there are some very unrealistic trees there. Maybe I should fix them. Maybe I just won't bother. Alrighty, so I think that should look kind of cool now. Let's have a look. Yes, that does look cool. In fact, I think that's exactly what this build was missing, was the trees. And yes, more trees down the sides I think will look nice. Pretty. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, so got half an hour left. I think I'm going to consider the mountain done for now. Actually, that's not true. Let's go with, we should get some shrubby boys. Dead shrub, is it? What's it called? Dead bush. I'm going to cluster a few of these just around the place. I know there must be a better way of doing this, but I don't know what it is, so... See if I care. Brum, brum, brum. In fact, I think of a way of doing this that would work pretty well, but too late now. I'm just doing it by hand. Doing it the old-fashioned way. Boom, 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 boom. Cool. I don't really want any grass up here, but I do want ferns. Ferns will work. Yes. So let's put a few kind of ferny boys. Now I wish I knew how to do masks on Voxel Sniper, because that would be perfect right now. If I could just do masks or kind of, what's the word? Patterns, I suppose. Unfortunately, I don't know how to do those at the moment. Still haven't figured it out. It's a bit complicated. So, I mean, ideally, what I want to do here is do like an overlay brush with only touching grass or dirt and only doing ferns like 25% of the time. That would just make this a lot quicker, but it's not a mastery that I presently possess, unfortunately. Okay. Nice. Oh, there's one thing we haven't got on the mountain here, and that is ores. So let's go in for some ores here. So what I'm going to do, brush sphere. 3. That's no good. Brush sphere, coal ore 3. Mask stone. Whoa, no. Mask. Coal ore. So we want 25% coal ore. 75% stone. Let's try that again. There we go, that's more like it. Just gonna kind of cluster this around a bit. And we get a little bit up there or down here. Over here. Here. Maybe one up there. Let's do something with this as well. Actually, that's maybe what we can do next. Alright, now let's do the same thing with iron ore. But let's reduce the percentage just to make it a little bit more interesting. They don't look quite the same. I should also put some gravel on this bad boy. There's a floater down there too. A couple floaters. I'm gonna stop singing along right now. I think that's good enough, actually, for the ores. There's just a few ores around. Makes it a little bit more interesting. Can't actually see any of them, can you? Let's get some gravel. So let's do a B overlay D1 V gravel and B3 smallish brush, and we're just gonna specifically target kind of flattish areas where perhaps some smaller rocks might have accumulated. In fact, one thing we might try, why don't we try the rock brush as well? Just try it out. Hello, Lenny's Benny's. It's a good name. How are you, friend? Hope this stream finds you on a good day. Let's grab a little bit of gravel maybe in there and along here. And through here, over here, and we need to do something with this area here. So let's do that now. Let's go for a blend ball. Small blend ball, no bigger blend ball. Why would I want a small blend ball? That's a terrible choice. And we're going to use this just to blend out this area here, and we're going to make the... I'm afraid not. It's just me on the server. It's a private server. It's just me and my my laptop next to me. Unfortunately, nobody can join, so I'm sorry about that. I'm going to take now a B, a brush sphere air 2, and we're going to make a little cave for this water to be coming from. Just can't see anything. We'll see where we end up. Gosh, it is dark in here, huh? So I'm clicking randomly and we're going to see where we come out. Maybe I can get a torch actually. Let's grab a torch and put it in the offhand. Oops, no. Yeah, that in the offhand. There we go. Okay. Oh wow. Made an interesting shape in here. So, you know what, we really don't need to worry too much about this, do we? Because we're way underground now. And we're going to go through here. And with some luck, there we are, nice. Not quite where I wanted to be, so let's just undo a little bit. I'm going to just undo a couple times, and we're going to try and dig out through... I think he's calling me a hacker. Which, I mean, strictly speaking is... well, it's not... I'm not sure if it is true. It's kind of true, I guess. I mean, these are mods are kind of a hack, right? Oh, I've got mask stone on. So let's just take the mask off. There we are. Right. So let's do... first of all, I'm going to take that out of my hand because I don't want that anymore. Let's punch that out. And let's take my sword out of the hand. Hello! Welcome. I hope you will enjoy your time on this stream. As you can tell, it's a Minecraft creative stream, and I am presently working on this mountain here. Specifically, I'm working on this water area here, trying to explain why there's water on top of a mountain by using a cave as a crutch, really. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this whole cave with gold, I think. The gold and glowstone. Yeah, the glowstone looks really cool up until you get... like, it's not very useful, unfortunately, but it looks great. Yes, I do have a premium Minecraft. I'm not going to join Hypixel presently, though. So let me see here. So I'm going to do a brush cylinder. Nope, not cylinder. I'm going to do a brush sphere, gold ore. Let's do 50% gold ore, 10% glowstone, and 40% stone. 3, and we're going to do a mask on stone, and with any luck we can run through this cave here and we can just create this cool glowing crystal glowing gold cave of gold. I mean, I have done some build battles actually, but I don't win enough. That sounds really vain, but to be honest, it's I've done it a bit. It's just I prefer to work on a little bit longer time scale, and yeah, I legitimately feel like sometimes the players are a bit, not petty, but well, kind of petty a little bit, tactical, I suppose might be a better word. And they can sometimes, it just seems like a random build that wins. So I'm going to do a blend ball here. And I'm just going to take a blend ball through, and it's going to cause a lot of damage to my glow bomb. Let's not do this. Wrong tool. Let's try a different tool. I just want to break up the regularity of this in here. I'm trying to figure out how to do it. Maybe melt. Melt. What happened there? Uh-oh. I've done something wrong. There we go. B, melt. Well, I'm not on Hypixel presently, so I mean, it doesn't. I'm not sure it really makes too much sense for me to friend you right now. There are some people watching, so I don't want to kind of break up the stream. So I'm going to take this. Basically, I'm using these two brushes here. It is melt and reverse melt, and this should hopefully just. I mean, it's a bit of a crutch technique, but it should just create like a much more interesting shape than what we already had. It's made of spheres. It's not, it's not great attention to detail, but we are indoors here, and this won't be very visible from our build. Alrighty, for our time lapse, that is. And here we go. So, well, some floating water here. So here's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to do a brush, cylinder, water 3, mask air, and I'm just going to spread some water around. And let's take some more over here. I think I need a slightly bigger brush, actually, maybe. Sure, maybe I do. Yes, so I'm live on YouTube, and I'm live on Twitch, and I'm live on Mixer, all at once. So it is not just the enemy. So this is the, it's a laptop. It is the Alienware R13, I think it's called. It is the smallest laptop that they make, and I wanted like a small, well, yeah, I wanted a small laptop that would still kind of allow me to play some video games, and it fits the bill perfectly. Okay, this is a mess in here. I need to figure out a way of flooding this. Hello. I mean, short of the razor blade, I'm not sure there's much that is kind of as good. So I'm going to do like a big one in here. Let's do 6.6 and see what happens. Is that about the right height? Yeah, it looks about the right height. Let's try 10.6. That's a huge one. Just flood this whole area, hopefully. I think it wants to be a slightly smaller one, and it wants to be not as wide as well. Maybe like 7.4 might work. Needs to be slightly taller. 5. Yes, gotcha. And let's go now for a 3, I think. Start flooding again here. This should look really cool, actually, if the water ever updates. Oh, favorite video game ever? That's difficult to say. Maybe Minecraft, maybe, actually. It's a good game. Welcome back. I do love Minecraft, to be fair. I mean, it's the one I'm still playing, so maybe Minecraft. I remember as a kid I used to really love, there's a series of game called Settlers, made by some German company, and that was really fun. Like quite cartoonish graphics and like a strategy. It used to be like really fun to just like build this kind of a settlement. Yeah, well, I guess that's why it's called Settlers. Oh, there's a lot of good video games. It'd be hard to say. Actually, I know which video game. It's The Witness. If you haven't played The Witness, you need to play The Witness. And don't look up any information about it, because it's possible to spoil the game. I mean, even if you've had the game spoiled, still play it, because it is an amazingly good game and everybody should play it. Like, it should be mandatory playing. It is, I've described it before as a magnum opus, and I think it is a magnum opus of the video gaming world. It is le game magnifique. It is amazing. It's like a puzzle game with a beautiful environment, and I don't want to say more than that, really. It's too hard. Well, I mean, it's tricky, but I don't know if it's too hard. You've got to work at it. That's the main thing. You got to stay kind of focused and not give up, really. and you shall be rewarded. Yeah, I mean, I think it's fair to say that it has really declined in its original player base. I mean, we're losing a lot of the more the older players, really, which is a shame because they're the ones who are making all these wonderful mods and things. But I think amongst the youngsters, it is huge. Like the you know, it's in schools. I mean, the fact that it's in schools is enough. I think thousands, millions of people play it. No, it's not. It's not a horror game. It is a puzzle game. Beautiful environments. I'd like to say that it looks kind of like this. What you're seeing here. This is kind of an inspiration for me, actually, with this particular build. It's just, you're on a beautiful, deserted, mysterious desert island, and when I say beautiful, I mean beautiful. Or actually, maybe too good for some people's PCs. I suppose that's a danger. It sounds like a horror game, it's not. It's a beautiful, deserted island where you have to solve puzzles. And I don't want to say more than that, really. As I say, it's if you haven't played it, you've got to at some point. I mean, it's understandable if you can't do it because your PC doesn't work or whatever, but it's one to do for sure. Overlay grass. I have not completed it, actually. I got quite far, but after having said all that good stuff, I got a little bit bored with towards the very end of the game. It's a little bit the game transforms a little bit at the very end, and it's not, well, it's not really a spoiler. There's you get to an area where it's not really natural anymore. You move out of the natural terrain. You move to an area where it's like man-made terrain, and it just loses a lot of its charm for me. But well, I mean, it's not a game that's about the ending anyway. As I say, don't. I would recommend not reading anything about the game and just play it because it's freaking awesome. Oh, it has unlimited replay. Not unlimited replay value, but its play value is incredible. Like, it has good replay value too. I've been replaying it a little bit from the beginning. I mean, it's all puzzles, so you will know how to solve a lot of the puzzles, but it takes a long time to play the game. So, I mean, its playthrough value is great. And it's just so much real attention to detail, like ridiculous level of attention to detail. I'm just going to do a tree brush here. Bushes. Jungle bush. We're going to get a few bushes on here. I know we got some dirt down there, so it's a bit weird to have jungle bushes here, but it's okay. I don't care. It's okay, guys. I don't care. Oh, Stardew Valley. My girlfriend and I were playing that this morning. Actually, we've got the multiplayer. We've been thinking maybe we could do a little bit of a stream of the multiplayer. Might be fun. I'm not sure, but that's something that we've been considering a little bit. So if you guys would like to see some chilled out Stardew Valley, maybe we could sort that out. But Stardew Valley is a great game too. Yeah, I totally agree with that. If you've not played Stardew Valley, that's another one. I mean, they're not. I wouldn't say they're in the same book whatsoever. The Witness and Stardew Valley, but they're both excellent games. Yeah, maybe we could do a 3-player. That'd be fun. So we've sorted a couple problems here, I think. We've got an explanation for where this water is mysteriously appearing. And we have resolved this little ridge line here. It's another good one. I played Terraria a bit. I played it kind of at the beginning of Minecraft, and it was... I just wanted to play Minecraft, basically. But yes, it's a good game too. Ooh, we have some leakage here. Let's just get rid of that. Hope it doesn't wreck anything. Cool, cool, cool. That's awesome, actually. I like the crystal cave element. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to disconnect and reconnect real quick just to make myself a new time-lapse episode. And then I'll just end the time-lapse episode, and then I'm going to fly around and show you guys the builds, because I'm not sure how many of you have seen the whole thing. So here's what I'm presently working on. The whole thing is kind of designed around this center point here. So it's designed to be kind of a long way. A long distance to view is what I was going for. Yeah, I was going to say most important. I was like, well, wait a second, what? I don't think they're that important, mate. Take a little while to load. I shouldn't have reconnected, really. I think it should have just flown away and just dealt with it. The time lapse. Oh well. So anyway, you can see kind of what's going on here. I want to fly over to the other areas where you guys may not have seen yet. So here's the other side here. We have the dark oak forest here. And we have the edge of the terrain over there, so still a lot more work to do over this direction. Down here we have this kind of ravine here with the limestone pavement kind of thing going on top, and some kind of blocky terrain around it. This still needs a little bit of TLC. This corner here and this ravine here also similarly needs some work. But I think I'll leave that until I come back to this area. So this is the other side of the mountain we've been working on. We also have this moorland area here. Has a big dead tree on it. And it is set into the curve of the river here. Here we have what used to be a forest, but is now dead trees because of a mistake. When building, I need to put more leaves on it. I will do that at some point. I keep saying that, but I haven't done it yet. So that's lost a lot of its leaves, unfortunately. But yeah, we have these trees in here. Coming through here, we have... this is the original one that I did. Peaceful Valley. I was bored of doing a previous thing. I just flew over here and started building. I built this. It's nice, even if I say so myself. Peaceful Valley is definitely a good name for it because it looks peaceful. There we go. Lovely. Oh, I love the cliffs. The cliffs look great. Like, just really natural. Awesome. I mean, I did spend a lot of time about them, so I'm pleased with the way it came out. Looks good, yeah, just good. Lovely. Through here we got some mush boys. Still kind of unfinished this area, but I got a bit bored of building freaking mushrooms. Mushroom, non-stop mushrooms. There's one there, extra one that I haven't placed yet. So you have this kind of mushroom biome going on with various different mushrooms. This guy looked a lot better in the before Minecraft. It looks a bit weird now. You can't even see the glowstone. In fact, like that is glowstone in there, but you can't see that it's glowing. It's a problem with this mod, the shader mod, the way that stained glass looks. And then we come to these little dead boys, little dead mushy boys. I don't know what they are. Poison mushroom boys. And we have this big necromancer's lair here, but this is not far from completed as well. That's all she wrote for this particular build, this area. I don't have any other builds in here actually. I transferred all this stuff to a new water world, and I had about 7 other very much smaller builds before. But yes. Oh, there we go. That is the world that exists so far. And I must actually be off now because I have to get to work, so I'm going to say thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye! How do I stop this?